Welcome to Entrepreneurial Edge. Planning for retirement is a universal concern, but the path to security varies greatly depending on where you live. The systems supporting retirees in the US, UK, and Canada are built differently, offering unique benefits and facing distinct challenges. Understanding these differences is crucial for anyone preparing for retirement, whether you're nearing the finish line or just starting out. How much will the government provide? How much must you save? What will healthcare cost? These are the questions every future retiree must ask. By comparing the retirement landscapes of these three countries, we gain insight into the strengths and weaknesses of each system. Income is only part of the equation. Purchasing power matters most. Factors like inflation, housing, and healthcare costs can dramatically affect quality of life. A high income in an expensive city may offer less comfort than a modest one in a more affordable region. This exploration is for anyone planning their future, from Florida to Manchester to Toronto. By examining these nations side by side, we get a clearer picture of the global retirement challenge. The goal arm you with knowledge to make informed decisions for your financial well-being, wherever you plan to spend your later years. In the US, retirement is often described as a three-legged stool: Social Security, workplace pensions like the 401k, and personal savings. The average retired household earns about $59,000 a year, but this masks huge disparities. Many rely almost entirely on Social Security, which averages just $1,900 a month for individuals. Social Security was meant to supplement savings, not replace them, yet for nearly half of elderly Americans, it's the main source of income. The future of Social Security is uncertain, putting pressure on personal savings and workplace plans. 401(k)s have replaced traditional pensions, shifting responsibility to employees and tying success to market performance. Those with financial literacy and steady jobs can thrive, but many struggle to save enough. The biggest challenge? Healthcare costs. Even with Medicare, out-of-pocket expenses for premiums, deductibles, and uncovered services can be overwhelming. A single health crisis can devastate finances, forcing tough choices between health and stability. For many, the American dream of retirement is overshadowed by the burden of healthcare. Planning and saving early are more important than ever. The US system rewards proactive savers but leaves many vulnerable. The UK's retirement system shares similarities with the US, but with key differences. The state pension provides a baseline income, about £11,500 per year if you have 35 years of national insurance contributions. This alone isn't enough for comfort, so workplace pensions are now mandatory through auto-enrollment. Millions now save for retirement for the first time, with both employees and employers contributing. However, contribution rates are often low, and gig workers or the self-employed can fall through the cracks. The NHS removes the burden of healthcare costs, but rising living expenses, especially housing and energy, stretch retiree budgets. Inflation erodes the value of pensions and savings, and high property prices make downsizing tough. Even with a guaranteed state pension and free healthcare, many retirees find their finances tight. The UK system offers security, but not always comfort. Planning beyond the state pension is essential for a comfortable retirement. Canada's retirement system is praised for its multi-layered approach. The first pillar is old age security and the guaranteed income supplement for low-income seniors. The second is the Canada Pension Plan, a mandatory earnings-based benefit. The third pillar: employer pensions and personal savings like RRSPs. The average retired household earns about $75,000 CAD, $55,000 USD, but costs vary widely. OAS is universal, and the GIS reduces senior poverty. The CPP, recently enhanced, boosts future payouts. Public sector workers often have secure pensions, but many private sector workers rely on defined contribution plans. Major challenges include high housing costs in cities and out-of-pocket expenses for drugs, dental, and long-term care. Even with universal healthcare, retirees must budget carefully. Canada's system is strong, but personal savings remain crucial. Comparing the US, UK, and Canada reveals a common truth. Government pensions alone won't fund a comfortable retirement. The US offers higher average incomes but greater inequality and healthcare risk. Canada's safety net reduces poverty, but housing costs are a challenge. The UK provides universal healthcare and mandatory pensions, but lower incomes and high living costs strain retirees. The key lesson: Personal savings and early planning are essential everywhere. Start saving as soon as possible. Compound growth is your best ally. Your choices in your 20s and 30s shape your freedom in your 60s and beyond. Where you live, your health, and your spending habits all matter. Be proactive. Understand your system, save diligently, and plan for the unexpected. Your golden years are built one smart decision at a time. Start today.